Hey guys, this is Ben and Megan Fuller, and we're here to speak to you on the gift of leadership.
So I'm a administrator at Shelby High School, and through my job, I get to work with different teachers and different students, and I have the opportunity to witness daily in that. And my spiritual gift is definitely administration. I like to be behind the scenes doing the organizing through the details, and in that, I get the opportunity to work in the planning and work with the students. But one part of that I am passionate about is being consistent and fair with kids. And so in this my role at Shelby High, I've had the opportunity to witness to students before, and one situation in particular happened one year where we had a student who identified himself as transgender, and he had gotten into some trouble. And over the years, he just felt like he had not been treated fairly. And so when he was in my office that day, and I was doing some discipline with him, he was able to start a conversation with me. And over the course of the next couple months, he was in my office some more, but he started noticing that I had some Bible verses in my office. So he asked if I was a Christian, and I said yes. And we began to talk about that. And in that relationship, he stated that he was surprised that I was a Christian because no Christian had ever been nice to him. And so that surprised me and led me to first off pray for him, but also gave me the opportunity to work closer with him and to share Christ with him. And I was able to help him as he graduated, as well as going into the college of his career, but doing it in a loving way and a non-judgmental way, although he knew where my beliefs were. And so hopefully that will have helped him in his view of Christ and his view of other Christians as well.
My leadership comes in the would come in the form of like a spiritual leader of the home. One of the things that I do with everything that we do in our family, it's my job, or what I take as my job, is to apply everything we do through the filter of Jesus. Just is what we're doing. Is it going to promote the kingdom? Is it going to is it adding to the kingdom? Is this something we shouldn't do? Is this, and everything that we do gets applied through that filter. This summer, we had gone to a national park in Maine called Acadia, and on our way back, we were making several stops on the way back. One of the stops that we made was in Salem, Massachusetts. Megan was a former English teacher before she was a school principal, and so she taught the Crucible and all the Salem witch trials. Yeah, of course, happened in Salem, Massachusetts. And so we're stopping in Salem on the way back so we could see some of the memorials that were going up. So we get into Salem, we drive up to the closest place we could park and walk up to this memorial. And as we're walking around, we start noticing that, Salem, Massachusetts promotes a lot of alternative lifestyles. And we were expecting some of that, just being up north. But as we're walking through this place, we're kind of looking for a souvenir to say, hey, we were at Salem, Massachusetts. So we were going to a couple stores. Well, every storefront had just a promotional, like, hey, we support this, we support that. Everything inside also had those things. And I got convicted. I said, hey, I'm not feeling this. Let's buying stuff from this store. Let's find another store. And then so we went to another store. Then we went to another store, and we wound up just desperately looking for a store that did not seem to promote this, and we could not find one. And finally, we were sitting back, and I looked at Megan, and I said, hey, do you just feel the darkness of this place? Do you feel how dark this place is? And it was very similar, being on mission trips to Nepal and Guatemala, very similar to locations there where it was just dark. The Christ did not feel present there. And so wound up kind of just prayer walking through parts of Salem, just saying prayers for people and things that we saw there, and did not get a souvenir from Salem. And just came back that night and prayed for Salem again, and we still pray for Salem today. So just applying a filter, like I said, just making sure that the leadership of your family, that if you are convicted, that you will apply everything through that filter and stand up for that. And stand up for that. And if it means you don't get a souvenir from Salem, you don't. And then you just look for those opportunities to where you can lead your family.